Hi everybody, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It is Sunday, so it is time for my Sunday Night Live. I hope you all got your notifications. Thank you for subscribing, following me on Facebook, and subscribing to YouTube. I'm glad you're all here. We're going to start in a couple of minutes, in one more minute. Hi Donna, welcome everybody. It's a cold California night. Hi Louise, but I had a very fun day today. Unfortunately, one of my children, Heather, her family has been sick for quite a while. They have they had a respiratory infection. Hi Annie. So I haven't been able to see them for a while, and today my daughter was completely well, so we went out to lunch and then we went shopping and we had a few hours together. It was so nice. So I had a great day. Yesterday I tried to go out in my yard a little bit, and oh no, it was too cold, so I didn't get to do that. Hey Marcia. All right, it's 7 o'clock, so we're gonna get started. So celebration is about to come to an end, and so I wanted to talk about that for just a second. If you haven't had a chance, hi Irene, to place an order or place another order to get the things that you want for free and the things that you've been wanting on your wish list, now is the time to do it. We have until the 28th, which I believe is Tuesday. And then on March 1st, you can order, I love it that you're here from Texas, Marcia. Then you can order the Irresistible Blooms. Hey Joyce, that suite or bundle or whichever part of it you want is amazing. And today I'm going to work with the Hello Irresistible 6x6 Designer Series paper, as well as the dies. Hi Roseanne. All right, so let's turn you down and let's get started. The other thing that's happening this week is, hi Roz, on Thursday the 2nd is my March open house. Hi Eva, so if you can come to that, hi Marie, please do. I'm gonna let you all get on for a second and watch Pinky there as he says hello. I think my mom is calling me, I'll be right back. Okay, she's all taken care of. Hi, Viola. So as I was saying, this Thursday from 1 to 6, hey, Karen, is open house. And when I'm done with this card that I'm going to make for you today, I will be showing you the card that you are going to make if you RSVP by Tuesday, that you will get to make at open house. Okay, so thank you for sprinkling. Few more days to use this host code right here, and here is my website if you want to place an order with me, and there is my YouTube channel address as well. You can email me anytime with questions or concerns here at mofun44@icloud.com. Every time I look at these fabric roses, it just takes my breath away. They have been very popular. I just love them. And hi Diane, my last live I showed you this great little fun fold. So let's see who the lucky winner of this card is. Debbie Pine. Yay, Debbie. I will see Debbie on Friday for sure, maybe at open house if the weather's not bad, and I will give her this card then. Okay, so congratulations, Debbie. Oh, you're on, Debbie. You must have came on when I had to run in the house for a second. Yes, you won. Yes, congratulations. All right, here's a reminder of the gifts that I'm going to give away to one lucky person who orders from me this month. So your name will randomly get put in the wheel, and if your name is selected, then you will be given these 2 items. Hey, Rosemary. I already talked about celebration. Hi, Michelle. So I just want to mention again the options you have to go to your little catalog or to the More to Celebration and pick some free items with your orders. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited. Yes, that is a beautiful, beautiful card. Now, speaking of celebration, I need to give a big shout out to all of you, all of my customers, and thank you for ordering from me during celebration. As a demonstrator, we can go onto our demonstrator's website, the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator's website, and there is a printout. It's called the Rewards Tracker. And so what you do is as you accomplish one of the goals on here, what I do anyway is I highlight it. So I want to thank all of you because I achieved every single thing on this tracker. Every single one. Yay! So it says here, my first celebration recruit is, and I wrote down Florence. Florence is the first one to sign up under me during celebration. Then my second recruit, thank you for signing up under me, is Marie Costa. Just the other day, she signed up, and I'm so excited for her. She picked a lot of beautiful things in her kit. And then as my sales went up, I earned all of these rewards that Stampin' Up! Gives to us demonstrators. And I'm going to save my rewards for the new catalog when it comes out, so I can buy a bunch of new things or get a bunch of new things as a reward from my sales during celebration. So thank you all again for ordering from me. Okay, Irresistible Blooms. It is so popular. It is available on the 1st, and I have a class on April 14th. April 14th. So I'm going to ask you if you want to come to the April 14th class. It's an in-person class. Thank you, Debbie. To purchase the Irresistible Blooms at minimum bundle. That's the requirement to come to the class on the 14th. It's a Friday. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we will make 3 cards using this bundle. And I already have 2 ideas in my head, and you're going to love them. So this is the bundle we'll be using for that. You can order it any time in March and then be eligible to come to the class. All you have to do is use the host code I'm going to give you in March and tell me you want to come to that class so I can make your packets for you. Okay? So write down that date if you're close and you want to come to this class. Today I'm also using, again, the basic 3D embossing folder, this one here. But the star of the show is the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. We will be using this during the class I just mentioned as well. So let's get started playing with this stuff and show you what great things, give you a great idea of what you can do with it today. My cardstock is cut 4 1/4 by 11. So we have a portrait style card that I'm going to make tonight. This is a very easy card. And I have a rubber band on my hand. So hi, Cindy. So some of you who like simple, I think you're going to like this card. Okay, so there is the card base. And then it's Old Olive, by the way. Then you will need the 4 by 5 1/4 layer piece. And we're going to use the Irresistible Blooms die here on the front. Okay, simple so far. Let me show you the card so you can see what I'm about to make for you. The other things you need beside the DSP is a little piece. I think this is 3 3/4. Yes, by 3 3/4 square that fits behind this cutout. See, like that? So when this makes a window, we're going to have the vellum behind it. And then what I wanted to point out, hi Patty, is that this designer series paper, Hello Irresistible, it matches up with the dies in the bundle. So cool. We love it. And there's 8 pages, 2 different colors. This pale pink and Flirty Flamingo, I think, are the colors. I don't know. Let me read them on the back because that might be wrong. Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Seafoam. Pretty Peacock, Soft Seafoam. New colors are actually old colors that are returning. So if you have those stamp pads and refills still, you're going to be able to use them again with upcoming product. Those colors are coming back. So look how cool that is. And then this one has the daffodil in it. Aren't they pretty? So a lot of fun cutting these images out with these dies. I'm going to scoot this over because I'm going to do that in a second. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you the card. There you go. Very monochromatic, little bit of stamping with the Irresistible blooms. Thank you in the set. And then the rest is designer series paper. Yes, Rosemary, thank you for congratulating Marie. Yes, she is very talented. I'm very excited to have her on my team. All right. So, I'm glad you guys like this card. This die just really, really makes everything beautiful. The leaves, also in the bundle, are very gorgeous. And the flowers. Now, notice this flower. It's kind of elongated because on the DSP, we always have flowers that are on the edge. And we don't want to waste them if at all possible, right? So I'm going to show you what I did with that. So let's move this over. Oh, and let's see the inside too, shall we? This is a combination of the designer series papers, the stamp sets, and then the brushed bouquet set that I've been using in tandem with the Irresistible blooms and been confusing the heck out of all of you, so I apologize for that. I'm trying to say where everything's from because we've got 2 bundles I'm working with off and on for the past 3 weeks, or 3 lives. So, hi Sharon Buckner. We always say, hey Buckner. I feel like I'm her true friend now because her friends she's had forever always call her Buckner, and now I'm calling her Buckner, so I think you're my buddy. All right, so let's get started. Let's leave the card here so you can kind of see what the steps have to be. You see that I use the folder on the whole front of the card, right? Hi, Janina. Well, in order to have a nice stamped image like this, we have to stamp first when the cardstock is plain. So let's do that. If we stamp second, if we run this through the folder and then stamp, we're going to be stamping on a bunch of bumps, and it might not be as a nice image. All right, so what do I do with my ink? I put it away. Okay, so I showed you that. This is what we're working on right now, the thank you. Hey, Maria. This is a rubber, or actually a cling stamp set. So I've been teaching you to turn the stamp looking at you and tapping onto the stamp like this so you can immediately look to see if you have any halos on the rubber that is around the image. This is the best way to ink these up to avoid halos. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this right here in the corner. Press. Let the ink soak in. Hold down my cardstock and pull up. You love the all green. Good. You know, I was telling Marie when we were talking, I said, you know, I made a card and I'm not sure if I like it or not. So what I do, and I'm going to advise you guys maybe to do the same thing. If you're working on cards or a card and it doesn't seem to be satisfying you, walk away from it, come back, and then your first impression after you come back will tell you the truth. So I had told Marie that, and she asked me a question, and whatever she asked me, I had to come out here and get the answer for her. So when I came out here, I saw the card, and I liked it. So then I told her, I said, guess what? I like it now that I've put it away, and so I will be using it on Sunday at my live. So that's what I do when I have a little bit of hesitation about what I'm making. Yeah, that's true for you too, Sharon. Yeah. And it always works for me. If you come back and you look at it and you're still, then maybe it's not something that you really want to finish up, or maybe it's something that, you know, you can improve on, that type of thing. So we're going to, but if you like it, if it catches your eye, then you know that everybody else is going to like it as well. All right, so I just put my circle die on the layer piece, and I'm going to run this through. I'm just going to swing back. You don't need to go back, but I'm going to just so I can grab it easier instead of coming over here on the other side and grabbing it. Okay. I cut my leaves out already. In fact, I've had a bunch cut out and they're in my tray, so I don't need to cut those out, but I do need to cut out the flowers. So see here our layer piece, how pretty it is. We're going to set this aside now, and we're going to bring over the Designer Series paper. The 6x6, just in case you were wondering and you don't have the larger cut and emboss, or we call it the big boss, it fits, the whole piece of paper fits on the machine at one time. So I'm going to line up my dies on the flowers. This is the largest die. This is the smallest die. Then I'm going to take my number 3 acrylic, and when you look at them, the end of one, actually both sides, tapers down. So I like to put that tapered end in, set it down, and then run through. There's one, and there's the other. But what I need, and look how the one's darker than the other. This paper's just got the variation in it for you already, so it just makes everything so simple. But I want one from the end of the paper like I described earlier. So that's the smaller flowers. Let's put the bigger one back. I'm going to line this up. There we go. I just had one of my customers, Amy, receive her large, this big boss, the other day, and I was so glad that I went to her house to deliver it and unpacked it for her and put it together for her. The handle, you have to put the handle on. She was so tickled pink. Oh my goodness, she was thrilled to get her big boss. And I'm going to do one more because I want to show you that little trick that's an option for you if you like it. So let me do one more. Okay, so that's all the flowers I need. So what I would do if I wasn't on a live right now, I would just take about 10 minutes out of my day, and I would come out to your stamp room and I would just cut out a couple of pages of these so you have them done, so when you want to make a card you have all these flowers just waiting for you. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm done with that because, as I said, I already cut out the leaves. And I will put this piece back on my pack. So let's come over here. Oh, I need to use my folder. But I'm going to put my card together first. So the first thing I need to do is flip this over. Add some glue. This, I know that this container of liquid glue is running out because I was using it earlier today and it was giving me a little bit of grief. But I want to use it all up, so I'm going to be pounding to get all that glue out. Then I'm just going to cover up the circle with this vellum. All right, now I'm going to put glue on all of the card. This is the layer piece. I shouldn't say all of the card, the layer piece. Avoid the window area. And then I'm going to bring this over and set it together. Very monochromatic, with the exception of the flowers from the DSP. Now, I'm going to take my folder. It tells me 1 and 4 are the platforms I need. And I'm going to stick it into my paper into the folder. Now, I'm always teaching you guys to use these black lines to be straight, right? This folder, the image goes all the way to the very end of the folder. And I am embossing the whole front of this card. So I'm placing the end of the folder right on the fold. And then I'm going to come over to my Big Boss and run that through. So platform 1 and platform 4. This is what platform 4 looks like. It has the number right on it. Alrighty, now my whole card, including underneath here, has the image from the folder. Now this one is deeper and more striking. If you like that look, I wanted to give you the difference. If you want it to look like this, you run your vellum through first by itself, then attach it to the layer piece, and then run it through again, and it'll still be fine. It'll look like this instead of like this. So the winner of this card will get their choice. All right, so now let's put the card together. Diane Haynes, I want to know if you like this card, because I know you like the quick and easy, and I want to know if this is quick and easy, because sometimes what I think is quick and easy, others don't. I thought I cut out 2 of these. I did. I see that they're cut out. There's another one. Okay. So I'm going to turn these over. I'm going to leave this one flat, but I'm going to turn these over, and I'm going to take my stylus tool, and I am going to go in a circular motion, starting in the center and getting bigger, 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 bigger circles until I've covered the whole flower. And what I'm doing is I'm making it form out. Now you can just come to the edges and make smaller circles once you get to the edges. and help it. This one's a little smaller, so it just goes a little bit faster than the first one. And then this is a half of a flower. And I'm going to do the same thing on that one. This one's going to stay flat. Okay. Then I'm going to turn them over. Can you tell how it's see, that one's really mounded. This one's not so much, not as much as the other one. Let me go over it a little bit more. Hey, Lori. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to go right in the middle of the flower, but don't press too hard. Just give it some even pressure and go in a circular motion and get the middle. A little indentation there for the middle. If you want to put a gem there, you're making a place for your gem. I'm only going to put a gem in the small one, but I made the indentation on the large one too. Okay, so these flowers are ready to go. You will need your piercing mat for that. And this is the number of the piercing mat, item number. Okay, let's go back, and then let me get my tray of leaves. And all these images are from the Irresistible dies. Okay, so I am going to place the large one right there like that. And I think I'm just going to glue that down in the middle. So this coming week is already starting to be fun. Sunday is the first day of the week, right? So like I said, I went to lunch with my daughter, and we had such a good time. And then Wednesday, my good friends, two of my good friends are taking me to lunch for a late birthday. Can you believe that? We're still celebrating my birthday. So I'm very thrilled and excited about them. They're so sweet. And then on Friday, I'm going out to dinner with two other couples again to celebrate one of their birthdays. So I have an exciting week coming up. All right, these half flowers. I'm going to take half of one and grab underneath this circle. I may have put too much glue there. I think I did this time. I forgot I was going to do this. So let's go under here. Nope, that won't work. Shoot, I forgot I wanted to do that, and I put glue all the way up to the ends. Well, let me figure something out, so if you do that, you'll know what to do. I've got my take your pick tool here, and I'm just getting an opening there for that. Hey, Debbie, welcome. A little bit bigger. So lesson learned, get your glue further away from the opening so you can put another half flower in here. There we go. And that's the one that I did not make poof up at all. That one's flat. But you'll have an easier time because you will leave that open. Don't do what I just did. This is the one that's puffed up a little bit, and I'm just going to put some glue right here on the straight edge. Hey, Sharon. So you can either leave half a flower like I just did. That looks good. Looks like it's peeking through. I'm going to let that set up a minute. I'm going to switch over to my leaves and get glue on them while that's setting up. And then just place them where you want them to go. Don't want to hide the thank you. So I'm going to push it in there. Thank you for your patience listening to me pound this glue. I just want to use it all. See, there's quite a bit in there still, so I don't want to waste it. Set that in there. And the back side of one more. And set that in there. And then these two little guys, there's 3 of these dies, so you can do 3 of these at once. I'm going to come right here. Place those in. Okay. Okay, so if you don't want this half flower here, if you do, you're done. If you don't, then you take another half and you just match them up at this top corner here. Push down where you put the glue. You might need take your pick tool again, just to push that down. And look, it looks like another whole flower. So you've got, what I'm trying to say is we don't have to waste these half flowers that are on the edge of the designer series paper. We can still make it look like a full flower, or we can use it as a half flower. So we have options. It's pretty cool. I need a rhinestone there. Rhinestones really make everything so pretty. So there we go. And then I forgot to cut the white piece for the liner. My goodness, I had all day to do that. And do you think I did? I think I have some cut, though, in my little storage box. Yes, I do. So glad that I do that. It's ready for me. Okay. So let's take some more of the stamps from the Irresistible blooms. We're going to stick with the same color, which is Old Olive. And it is a cling stamp that needs to be cleaned. See a little halo there. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. And stamp it about there. I'm just guessing I'm going to put a little bouquet or a little bunch of flowers here, so. And then I'm going to take the stamp that has 2 leaves on it. Tap, tap, tap. And stamp that down here. And then I can go back to my designer series paper cutouts, and I'm going to do 1 large. Look how easy that is, you guys. This could be a half. You could just set it down here if it was half, but I have a whole one, so I'm not going to do that. And then I've been talking about how pretty the other flowers from the brushed blooms look with this stamp set. Oh good, I was hoping I had a yellow one. Let's peek this one out over here. So I just build it without any glue to see how I like it. Then I have another little pink one over here. That's going to hide one of the leaves, but I like it there. Okay, so let's do that then. And we're done. We just need an inside sentiment, but the way it stands, it can be used for any occasion whatsoever. Hi, Alice. So I didn't look up. Did you answer me, Diane? Was this something that you like? And if you're a quick and easy gal, can you let me know that this is something that you like? Thanks, Bev. You're so sweet. So I know some people don't like to get real, do a lot of fussy cutting or get real detailed. So I thought this card still is pretty, but is easy. Okay. You love it, Cindy. I'm so glad. Oh, what am I doing? Putting my lid back on. All right. We've got a big bouquet of flowers right inside this card, which I think is a good surprise for whoever receives this, especially if it's a stamper. Usually we put a strip of designer series paper or an image or two, but this one's is just full of flowers for that person. And it's because the DSP, you got a phone call and missed my question. Oh, okay. So Diane, I was saying, because this card is easy and I know that that's what you like, did you consider it easy as well? That was my question. Was it something you would recreate? Okay, so there we go. So there is the card for the night, but I want to share with you the make and take for my open house that's coming up this Thursday, the 2nd. Okay. So what I'm going to teach is a technique that allows you to use your folders with a solid cardstock image here, and your folder images are only around the outside. So that's what I'm going to teach on Thursday, but I want to show you the results of this. This is my cardboard from the back of my designer series papers, and I have two pieces together, and I used the frame florets dies to cut this out. You can use any shape, a square, a rectangle, whatever you want. Can you show samples of lighting the way bundle in the future? Absolutely, Karen, absolutely. Okay, so let me show you these samples now. Can you see that? This is the designer series paper again. And can you see how it is, the leaves are stamped on the void, the oval that was not embossed, and the I Like You was stamped on the oval that was not embossed. There's card number 1. Then I did the same thing, but I added a fabric flower. I had company the other day, and thanks, Bev. She said, "Is that fabric?" And I was so surprised she noticed. Yeah, you can see the difference, I think. Yeah. So here's another sample, and I'm going to send this one to my manager, Karen, and I'm going to send this one to my up manager, Deborah, and Karen loves pink and green, so that's why she's getting that one. And then if you want to turn, because Karen just sent me a birthday gift, a gift certificate for Stampin' Up! Product, which is, oh my gosh, she was so generous. I was so thrilled. So I'm going to send her this as a thank you card. And then if you want to turn the oval the other direction, these are from Brushed Bouquet. These flowers and these leaves, but these are from Irresistible Blooms. And the thank you is from Irresistible Blooms. So isn't that pretty? Now, it's subtle. And that's what I like about it. It's like all of a sudden, whatever folder you use disappears into the paper lightly. So you might ask, well, I can just cut out an oval white and put it there. And yes, you could. Definitely could. And it is pretty. But it's a whole different look. You can tell the definite break there where this is subtle into the paper. So we're going to do this on Thursday. So I've got like 4 RSVPs already. I just put the notice out this morning, and I have a few people that have already said they're coming. So I've made 10 packets, but if I get more than 10 people, then I will make more, but you have to let me know before Tuesday, okay? Just because it's hard for me to make packets last minute, especially with all my social events this week. I'm so excited. Eva will be here. Yay. Okay. I have a packet for you because I've made 10, and I think you're number 5 so far. Okay. So I hope you like the card I made tonight. This window is subtle. This window is bold, and you just run that through the vellum through the folder first before you put it together, and you will have the bold look. Okay? Oh, you're welcome, Roseanne. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it, and we'll see you on Tuesday at 2. Alrighty. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to let you go. Thanks for all the hearts and the thumbs up. All right. Good night.